Good morning and welcome back to Gaming with ADHD, where today I've got a little bit of a special video for you because we need your help. As if you've been here for a while, as you know, I have been doing deep dives through some rules, whether it's role playing or we just finished our Battletech stream here on Gaming with ADHD. And we're getting ready to start a new series this coming Wednesday. And in order to do so, I kind of figured that there were going to be quite a few questions. And so I figured I would bring my co-host on and they can introduce themselves and we can let you guys ask some of your own questions that we'll get ready for on the stream on Wednesday. But before we do that, I should probably introduce who my new co-host is. And that is Peanut Gallery. or or as you know, she's more popularly known as Kim. Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine. I think I hear you downstairs.
I mean, it would make sense since, we're married and all and in the same house.
Oh, is that how that works?
Yes, that is how that works. I did not think it necessary to send you off in order to do this kind of activity.
Well, I kind of want a she shed, so we could do that.
Or we could do a man cave and you could get all my stuff out of the house.
No, that would be a storage facility.
Storage facility. Anyways, so folks, this is my wife and she's adorable. So Kim, do us all a favor and introduce yourself real quick.
Okay. I'm Kim, uh, also known as Peanut Gallery or the annoying voice in the background, but of Brian's YouTube videos. Anyway, so I don't know what to say other than yeah, I'm here. What do you want me to say, Brian?
What do I want you to say? All right. So we could all right, since this is a gaming channel, like how much of
Uh-huh.
a gamer would you say you are?
Well, as in all things, I'm nerd adjacent, so I'm gamer adjacent.
Okay.
I don't think I'm an avid gamer, but I am willing to play games since I married you and
That's
you're
true.
an avid gamer. So
That's
it's kind of
very
a
true.
gamer by default.
I've even gotten you to go to conventions
Under duress.
under duress. I don't know if it's so much duress. You seem to enjoy yourself when you're there.
Yeah, eventually, once I warm up to it.
Exactly. So, all right. So then what is your favorite kind of game?
Um, Anything that's not like Robo Rally,
Anything that's not Robo Rally. Okay.
or I don't really like a lot of space themed games either. I may have grown up liking some sci-fi, but I'm not a huge sci-fi nerd, so now
Okay.
everybody's gonna hate me. I know it's sad.
No, trust me, you're gonna have a lot of fans. Yeah, everyone who's gonna come in and they're like, it's okay, like what you like, and
Hmm.
trust me, it'll be fine. All right,
Okay.
and then what about your, because we haven't quite spoiled what we're going to be covering on Wednesday.
We
Uh,
haven't.
I mean,
Are you
I
sure?
have mentioned.
Are you sure about that?
All right. What is your role playing experience?
I think I've played 2 or 3 times. actual, D&D like games, and then there's been the dungeon crawls that we've played, like Descent and so on. So
Okay.
that's it.
Yeah, I will admit that is something I have struggled with as the dad of the house, actually, like, sitting down and running games. So,
Yeah.
you know, that's that's totally understandable. So, then since you kind of spoiled what we're gonna be doing our deep
What
dive
do you
on,
mean? You made it my background.
I didn't ma you did all of that yourself.
Oh, no, you sent me the file. So,
That's fair. That's fair. All right. So do me a favor and tell everybody what we're going to be covering on Wednesday. Starting to cover on Wednesday.
obviously, well, maybe not so obviously for some people who aren't brony enough, it's My Little Pony RPG.
Okay. That is from, for the folks who don't know, that is from Renegade Game Studios. No, they have not sponsored this show, but here we are. And so why did you want to okay, what is it that interests you about the My Little Pony role-playing game?
Um, being a pretty princess pony. I did watch some of the cartoon of this version of the cartoon with the boys when they were younger, and I thought it was really cute. So anyway, it's not really a full circle moment because this is not the version of My Little Pony that I remember from when I was growing up, but it's still fun.
Okay. And then what is it that made you decide that you would get on stream with me and, do a deep dive into the rules of this game?
Disney cruises, yes.
Disney Cruise. The fact that I take you on Disney cruises, you decided you should humor me at some point?
Um,
Is that what we're going with?
sure, sure.
All right.
Well,
Well,
actually, no, I decided to do this because I've been putting off like making myself DM a game on this, and I think I've read like half of the rule book, maybe, and so I figured this was additional motivation because, like you, I tend to put things on the back burner forever and ever and ever, and you gave me all these side quests to do. So yeah, this is just hopefully going to motivate me, maybe motivate you because you get to play.
get
To
to.
actually play and hopefully get one or two of our children involved. That's gonna be tough. But anyway, yeah.
All right. Well, I am actually excited. I think it's going to be fun. The circles that I run in, I do not, well, let's just say nobody really talks about the My Little Pony role playing game. So
It's because you're a
I think,
bunch of dudes.
I mean, yes. But
And
I
and
do
none
think
of you
it'll
are
be,
probably bronies. I've
uh, if
I've
you
had
are
this.
out there, don't tell me. I don't want to know.
You are a interesting set for sure. I'm not
Right.
really knocking it because obviously I enjoy the cartoon, but
Right.
interesting.
Um, but, um, But yeah, no, I completely agree. We have put a lot of this off. One of the things that I'm interested in is the fact that it is aimed at younger players, and the fact that we have a future younger player in the family now.
It's
You
gonna
know,
be a few years till he
it
catches up.
it will be, but if we get to actually playing on a regular basis, you know, I think it would be a lot more fun to be able to have more types of games that we can add him into and have some fun with. So,
I do think that the rule book is pretty user friendly for kids. They do write it in a story rather a kid's story. It's not overly technical, at least not with the part of the book that I've actually read. So anyway,
right. And we'll be
I'm
able to
enjoying reading it more. I don't think I could read one of your RPG manuals, but
We can
Because
always try that later. But
right.
anyways, all right. So, folks, this was just a short video just to kind of give you a little bit of introduction to Peanut Gallery. You know, she hasn't ever appeared on the channel before. Like at least
Yes,
not
I
her
have.
face, not
I was
your
no.
face.
Oh, was I not face? Yeah, I don't think I did put my face on when I got interrogated.
But that was not on on my channel.
Oh, I
So,
don't remember whose channel
anyways,
that was.
so the whole point here though is I kind of figured that a lot of people are going to have questions for us. And so instead of derailing the stream with all sorts of comments coming through chat, I figured we would put this up and let you all put some questions down in the comments for us. Basically kind of a family friendly AMA. Let's be honest, there's going to be some questions that we won't answer. But you
Yeah.
know, if there's something that you want to ask about Kim or about myself, about us, you know, no social security numbers, you know, feel free to put that down in the comments, and we will actually open up the stream on Wednesday by answering those questions. So
Yeah, we're gonna bore everybody to tears, I'm sure.
probably, but you know what? I figure let's at least get that out of the way and then we can get into the deep dive. So,
Okay.
with that said, folks, please put your comments down below. Also, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. I try to put out a few videos each week, do a couple of live streams, whether it's painting miniatures or talking about different games. And I'd love for you to come along and see what we have to share. You know, we're excited about getting into this new deep dive series, and we hope you come along. So,
Yeah, you better be playing this game with me, Brian. I'm just saying.
I already
Mm,
we'll address that on Wednesday, Kim. All right.
okay.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Bye.